Back again with another YouTube video. Y'all already know what it is. Consistent gram in the cut. Consistent cam in the cut, bro. Y'all already know, feel me? We always on the grind, feel what I'm saying? We trying to get that down, feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I know y'all is too, bro. Word to the wise, y'all make sure y'all shout out y'all goddamn loved ones. Be around y'all loved ones. It don't matter if it's your family or your friends. Sometimes blood thicker than water and might be water thicker than blood. Shit, I don't even know what I'm saying. But, nigga, we finna get into this video, man. I hope y'all boys had a good day. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and comment and tell me what videos y'all want to see in the future. Today we got some spicy shit, feel me? We got that we got Corey kidnapping two girls. Carmen and Corey. That part. I remember I used to watch them back in the day, bro. Like, they was like one of the best YouTubers, like that couple YouTubers that I used to watch back in the day. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them, Namir and Jalen, bro. There's a couple of them, bro. I ain't gonna lie. CJ so cool, and yeah, bro. There's a lot of people, bro, that I'm just calm down. But without further ado, bro, I ain't gonna talk too much. I'm finna go in and get into the video. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Insta-Iamcamb _. Let me go ahead. Oh yeah, bro. And I don't know why my camera like pixely like that. I know y'all see I fixed my green screen, but I don't know why my camera pixely like that. So y'all just tune in, wait till I get a new camera and I really be set up, you feel what I'm saying, to what I need to do. Okay, bet. That's what we trying to do in the future, bro. Come on. Y'all just wait. But without further ado, we finna get into the video.
Popular YouTuber once known for his family vlogging.
Look, come there. Come on.
Living the life, boy. Living the life. I swear it look like he living the life.
Is now accused of kidnapping two women. But the story doesn't end there. Authorities say the Texas-based content creator fled the United States by booking a one-way ticket and hopping on a nearly 20-hour flight all the way to the Middle East.
No, he didn't, chat. No, he didn't, bro. Hey, not Corey, bro. Not him, bro. Not Twin, bro. Not Corey Pritchard Jr., bro. Not him, bro. Ain't no way he just... No. That's gotta be false.
So how did a man with millions of social media followers end up charged with aggravated kidnapping? Well, it all began on November 22nd. That's when a woman exchanged numbers with 26-year-old Corey Pritchett Jr. The woman told authorities the following day she and another woman met up with Pritchett. They did some pretty harmless activities like working out, ATV riding, then bowling. But it was at the bowling alley where things took an intense turn. While there, the two women felt like...
Ooh, Corey talking about some... I ain't gonna lie, if he kidnapped both of them, then that's wrong. But Corey had two bitches at one time with him, and they were both cool with it. You already know what they own. You already know what they own.
Something was off when Pritchett and his two friends started acting strange. The women told police they were repeatedly looking around, seemed on edge, and were acting suspicious. The unnamed women told police they learned Pritchett and his friends were having issues with another group that was there at the bowling alley. So they reportedly told Pritchett if he continued acting that way, he should just leave with his friends. Pritchett in turn stepped out with his friends, but never returned, leaving the women behind. After some time, the women texted him because they left their stuff in his car. So he asked them to meet at the H-E-B grocery store parking lot to get their stuff back. When the two women showed up, he switched gears and offered to drive them home, and they said yes. But according to the women, Pritchett flipped the script once again. During that drive, he reportedly began acting erratically.
Time out. So, chat. So, okay, so look, how this work? Cool, peep. How this work? So, how you leave your stuff in his car, and then you call him, right, and tell him you got to get your stuff back, and he said he gonna meet you somewhere. So, you meet him somewhere other than where he dropped y'all. Other than where y'all last left off at. So how you get to where he at now? Did you Uber to get your stuff? How did that make sense? Did you have a car? Did you drive there? If so, why you just... It just don't make sense to me, bro. I don't understand yet.
And skipped what was supposed to be the route to drop them off. The women say Pritchett claimed someone was after him and started making phone calls. Then Pritchett began driving at high speeds, going past 100 miles per hour. The women claim he pulled out a gold-colored handgun and started waving it around the sunroof while still driving erratically fast, then began firing off rounds out of the car window. One of the women reportedly told Pritchett to take her back to her apartment and try to calm him down by asking
Corey,
him to pray with them. But he still continued driving crazy fast down the I-10 highway. Pritchett then made a video call.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. They gotta convict him, bro. They gotta convict him, bro. Yeah, accused. They gotta convict him, bro.
To a woman reportedly.
I don't even believe that.
Phone.
That's just retarded, bro. That the story don't even add up. Like, the story not adding
under
up.
future wife. He asked the woman on the call, if I had the perfect opportunity and was in the middle of nowhere where no one could hear them scream, should I just go ahead and do it? And the woman on the line reportedly responded, yes. For the women in Pritchett's car,
like
though, they were seemingly in fear of their lives. The women told police that Pritchett told them, I'm gonna F y'all and then kill y'all. By this point, the women said they were texting one another during all of this, but authorities say Pritchett then started pointing the gun at them and took their phones away so they couldn't communicate with each other. According to police, Pritchett then pulled off the highway onto the shoulder of I-10 near Sealy, Texas. Seemingly with a change of heart, he told the women to get out of his car, telling them this is your only opportunity. One of the women said she tried to get her phone back, but wasn't able to. Then Pritchett drove off, leaving them stranded on the side of the road at night. The women told police they spent more than an hour along the side of the highway before they were able to flag down a driver who called 911. But clues pieced together by investigators would help corroborate their story. One of the
How's that a kidnapping?
women had the Life 360 app on her phone, and screenshots, which included timestamps and the route they took, supported the victim's story of what happened. Pritchett was ID'd through his driver's license and social media pages, but when investigators reached out to him, his phone was no longer in service. Instead, they found out through TikTok that he was planning to move to Dubai.
I moved to Dubai. The people just want feel so good out here. My kids, listen. So I'm having more kids, right? With my future wife, for sure. And Aiden, my kids are gonna be homeschooled, bro. It's getting real wicked in the United States. A lot of y'all not paying attention because a lot of y'all sleep, and the news outlets are not speaking on a lot of that's going on there. It's gonna get real over there. Y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, there is a couple of people that's done been moving to Dubai and different shit like that. Now that's crazy, bro. I did see, y'all know Juvir. One he blew up on YouTube with old girl, what's her name? Dang, I forget her name, bro. I think Desi or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, he blew up off of that with her, bro. And then he disappeared off the face of the earth, and that nigga was in Dubai, bro. That was the last thing I heard. He moved to Dubai. That shit's crazy.
You might think I'm lying. You might think I'm just talking. Y'all see it, other people probably saying it. But you know, people don't
World
believe
is
until
being
it hit the
crazy,
fan.
though. I ain't gonna lie
That's
to
one
you.
thing I noticed about most people in the United States. They want to party, live life, until it hit the fan. When it hit the fan, then everybody like, oh, it was scattered. No.
But according to the FBI, they confirmed Pritchett bought a one-way ticket to Qatar on December 9th. A little more than 2 weeks later after buying that one-way plane ticket, Pritchett was officially charged on December 26th with 1 count of aggravated kidnapping. I want to give a huge thanks to you, our viewers, and our amazing sponsors like Upside. Upside is a super cool and free app that gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, and restaurants. Whether it's a nice restaurant or a quick grab-and-go meal, I can use Upside for both. And guess what? I can use Upside to get cash back when I do. It's really so easy and simple to use and completely free, so why not try it? This is actual real cash back too. It's money that appears in your Upside app that you can transfer straight into your bank account. Here's what you do. You download the Upside app, claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. You pay as usual using a debit or a credit card and follow the steps on the app and get paid. You can use Upside at places like Dunkin' Donuts,
Man,
Cinnabon,
don't nobody want to see no
Pinkberry,
Upside
Chipotle.
app, bro. Come on.
How to take Mott's article from Houston News on your first gallon of gas. But despite being charged with aggravated kidnapping, Pritchett still continues to post on social media. On January 4th, he posted an article from Houston news station KPRC, along with the caption, "Letter to the internet, it's finna be a ball. Let the show begin, hashtag Houston, Texas. Let me show you how to take monsters down the hashtag smooth way." You see, it says accused, right? Don't worry, LOL. I'm finna give you the details on here and in the court of law. They gonna regret effing with me like I'm just some goofy or some. Oh, and I got the best lawyer in Houston. A day later, he posted a video with the victims as they were ATV riding. That video was captioned tagging Houston PD as he wrote in part, "We have a case here of popular YouTuber Corey SSG kidnapping 2 white girls, and he's currently on the run in Dubai, I think. IDK, but yeah, the FBI should be after him." A pretty wild case that is now ranging across 2 completely different countries that are
like
thousands
wow,
of miles away from one another. So let's bring on retired FBI agent Colin Schmidt to get his thoughts on this. Colin, thank you so much for joining me today.
Schmitz,
what is your reaction to this case from Pritchett's
I don't even know no
alleged
damn Colin Schmitz, so
to trapping these 2 women
his
allegedly in
significance
his
got to
car?
mean to me, but I don't know. We finna see what we finna
Colin,
find
thank
out.
you so much for joining me today. What is your reaction to this case from Pritchett's alleged erratic behavior to trapping these 2 women allegedly in his car and leaving them stranded on the side of the road, then later fleeing off to Qatar?
Well, I think the first thing for investigators is kind of look at the totality of the circumstances and look at the big picture, as well as look at credibility of who the complainants are, as well as what's really going on here between these 2 people. And that's based upon the recent instances of YouTubers or bloggers or social media influencers faking their own kidnappings. So to prevent a waste of resources, they have to just take a step back and kind of look at the big picture. And then, of course, if there is some merit to this, then they're going to have to kind of dig in and find out exactly what really went on between these 2.
And investigators also say that, GPS data from Life 360, which was an app that was on one of the women's phones, that helped corroborate their story. Talk to me about how investigators use that type of data to kind of piece together, or at least verify these types of allegations.
Well, in this case, the victim made it easy for law enforcement to track her because they did have the Life 360 app on there. I'm familiar with the app. It's fantastic. And I have used it with my kids as well. So if that wasn't on there, the first step with all these cases, and even if it's a bank robbery or a fraud case, is going to be the phones and to look in to see if there's any GPS data.
But I mean, though, Chat, what if they was really with him? Everything came out to be cool, right? Everything like checked out in that story, right? But the simple fact it didn't check out is he ain't fuck with them. For some reason he kicked him out the car and left him, and then didn't hear and didn't say nothing to him, and then went out to Dubai. Like, imagine that just happened, and then they said he went on a high speed chase, running away from somebody who was waving guns, then started waving guns at them, and then kidnapped them and left them on the side of the road, and then they be trying to goddamn
tracking data in that phone.
They be trying to kill a nigga, boy. I swear.
What the victim is saying that the assailant did.
Yeah, and it's also, unclear right now, but from what we
do
know now,
Chet.
do you think
That's
the
just what I
erratic
assume.
behavior on Pritchett's behalf might have been someone actually after him, as he had told these women allegedly? Or do you think there's another reason, possibly like drugs, that kind of made him act erratically during this whole incident?
Well, with the limited information, available, you'd be speculating on why he was acting so erratic. So when somebody's acting erratic, there's a catalyst or some sort of antecedent that make them do that. So either it's something internal or external, and that's one thing that's going to come out, so to speak, in the wash as the investigators do their investigation and start talking to people and find out why he was behaving in such an odd manner. And then the fact that he fled to Qatar, which is kind of an unusual country to go to because of it. I doubt he speaks Arabic. Does he have some sort of connection to that country?
Yeah, and I was also, going to ask you what your thoughts are on him
he
fleeing
might.
to Qatar. What all goes into extraditing a kidnapping suspect? And in your opinion, how long do you think it'll take before he's actually back in the United States?
Well, first thing is, if we have extradition with Qatar, I'm not aware whether we do or don't for that particular crime, because extradition is crime specific. Some crimes are extraditable, some aren't. And then the extradition process is generally very long and takes at least a year to 2 years. Generally, what the authorities do is they just have the country expel or deport the person that's there. It's a much faster process, unless the person has some sort of citizenship with that country. And I doubt this gentleman has any citizenship with Qatar.
And do you think that trip was planned this whole time, or do you think he kind of did it as an escape to escape those
She
now
reaching.
criminal charges that he's facing? Because I can't imagine, leaving
She
your
reaching,
children
Shannon.
behind
She
to go
about to blow
start
me. I
a
ain't
new
gonna lie.
life in a completely different country and just, leave them behind in Texas.
Well, if he was going to Mexico, I would say there wasn't a lot of thought put into it, because obviously it's just right over the border. But to take an international flight, I mean, you have to fly through an international hub, whether it be Houston or Los Angeles or New York, and then make a couple of connections to get to Qatar. So, and then, of course, the flight itself is pretty expensive, and then there is going to be some scrutiny on him on when he lands through the authorities there in Qatar. So there had to be some sort of planning to go into it, because like I said, he's just not driving his car over the border, going down to Mexicali. He's going to a foreign country.
Wanted to go there,
and
he was been
approximately
going there.
an 18-hour flight.
What I believe.
Yeah, booking that one-way ticket as well, too. I can't even imagine kind of going back to this alleged crime as well. Can't imagine what it was like for these two women who were stranded on that highway until they were able to flag down a driver who eventually called 911, and then authorities arrived as well, too. But, kind of going back to the overall alleged offense in this case, what do you kind of make of just leaving two women stranded on a highway and then just, again, fleeing off to a completely different country?
They had to wait hours for
Well, that tells me that there wasn't much thought put into this. It sounds more like this was an impulse crime. He was reacting to some sort of something maybe the women had done to him, or vice versa, and this was reaction, and he didn't think it through. And then I think finally it kind of dawned on him that what he had done is basically going to land him in jail, and he essentially panicked. Kicked him out or put him on the side of the road, and then obviously left the country. So he's definitely has a lot going on inside his head, and this case is only going to probably get stranger as the investigators dig in.
Yeah, and you mentioned something earlier in our discussion, just about his whole social media persona, which is kind of another added layer to this whole entire story. Pritchett has millions of followers across different social media platforms, but then you tack on this alleged behavior and this alleged or this crime as well too. What do you make of all of that, given that he was this kind of apparent rise on social media, and then he got kind of famous as well too, doing family content, and then for this to kind of come out? What do you make of just kind of that Jekyll and Hyde situation that we're kind of seeing all unfold?
Well, that's from where I started with this, that because of his social media presence, law enforcement was going to have to kind of dig in and kind of determine.
Finish this video, bro.
He had something going on that we see these social as a whole is really kind of
kidnapping charge. How long
to life in prison for kidnapping? So
punishment do you think that he could be facing now?
Well, if the federal authorities get involved, I believe you could get up to life in prison for kidnapping.
This nigga ain't finna get no life in prison for kidnapping them. They just reaching, bro. They reaching.
So, however, there is a kid pretty culture there.
Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. If anything, he kidnapped them and left them on the side of the road to do whatever they wanted to do after the fact. I don't understand it. But yeah. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the video. You feel me? Subscribe to me. That helps all the time. I'm glad y'all came in and watched me right now. Thank y'all. The support means everything to me. For real, for real. I'm not gonna lie. I do this shit for y'all. I do this shit for me. I do this shit every day. By my lonely, nigga. Ain't nobody helping me with this shit. Except my boy Manny TV. Shout out to Manny TV. Y'all go link in with him. He on the tube too. He on Twitch too. Y'all go shout out Manny TV. Go get at him. Go subscribe to his channel. Yeah, but I ain't gonna talk too much, bro. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a good day, bro. Thank y'all for joining. We gonna catch y'all in the next one. Dang.